So, what I eat in a day videos can be pretty problematic. Many of them include pseudoscience and body checking and encourage low-calorie diets or restrictive habits. It's not great. So when I set out to make this video, I really wanted to make sure that it would help people instead of encouraging diet culture and unhealthy behaviors. So I decided that research was needed, aka typing my question into Google. The results weren't quite the constructive advice that I was looking for. No, they were not. But we will carry on in this noble quest. Maybe I just need to make my question a bit more specific. Yes, a really good word that will describe exactly what I'm thinking. This will do nicely. Okay, we've got the Queen, Natasha Ocean, at the top here. Love that. And now we're finally getting somewhere. Here's some info about why they can be harmful. And this article is about why they can be bad for mental health, which is not the goal. So let's check that out. So this is a good idea, not showing exactly what the diet is to reduce comparison. Also, content warnings, always appreciated. Now I'm on another article, and I'm basically just seeing the ways in which these full day of eatings can be harmful, so I can try and do the opposite, because not the goal. Since everyone's nutritional needs are completely different, and I want to make this less about comparison and more about sharing ideas and inspiration, I'm making this a what I eat sometimes in a day. I love food, I really do, so I understand the desire to see what other people eat and get new meal ideas. I just know that those videos don't always serve such an innocent purpose. So if you clicked on this video for advice on how to eat clean, cut carbs, or hack your dessert, this isn't the video for you. I want to use this space to show that balance is important. Food isn't meant to be carefully measured and portioned. Memories are more important than calories, and you can eat all foods and still reach your goals. Health doesn't mean only eating lean meat and vegetables or fasting until late in the afternoon. It means eating in a way that adequately fuels your life, allows you to have freedom and flexibility around food, and makes you feel good, mentally and physically. I've struggled in the past to be okay with not tightly controlling everything that I eat. It makes me feel out of control. But the more that I face my fears, the more that I realize that by letting go of that control, I'm taking control of my life. I'm giving myself the ability to experience meals with friends, or spontaneous drinks in the middle of the day, or ice cream on multiple nights of the week. There will be people that say that that isn't healthy, that I should avoid added sugars or alcohol, that restaurants use too much oil in their cooking. But I can say with certainty that eating ice cream and having a drink with friends is far healthier for me than obsessing over every bite that crosses my lips, isolating myself from events that include food, and depriving my body of the nutrients that it needs. Food will never hurt me in the same way that an eating disorder did. I truly believe that food is not the enemy. The problems surrounding food come when we begin to obsess over it, overthink every meal and snack, try to healthify every dish, and go to extreme lengths to control our shape and size. In an effort to gain control, we really lose it. We give food the control over our lives by placing it on the highest pedestal, when really, at the end of the day, it's just units of energy. Units of energy that are literally essential to life, yet our culture has taught us to avoid them like the plague. So, during this, what I eat in a day sometimes, I really tried to fully enjoy my food, to think not only about the nutritional quality of it, but also the emotional and mental and spiritual experience I had having it. You'll see me dancing and smiling and just really vibing with my food. And I think that that's the way it should be. We should enjoy it. It's more than just something to fuel our sport, fuel exercise, to make you stronger. It's also something that is meant to be enjoyed by yourself or with friends or however you fancy it at the moment. So, while I don't think food should be put on a pedestal, it also shouldn't be seen as something that is purely a means to an end. Food is more than that. It's something that should taste good, that should be enjoyed. It doesn't need to be perfect all the time, but it also doesn't need to be bland or boring. I mean, you'll see, I had a lot of different foods. Some of them I repeated multiple times. I'm always going to have my staples, but many of them were kind of, every once in a while foods, and I think that's great. I don't want to be rigid around food. I want to be able to have a varied diet every single day, because not only does that provide you with more variety of nutrients, but it also keeps food exciting and fun, and it keeps me from comparing what I'm eating day after day after day. I think that's one thing for me that I really enjoy in recovery is the variety of food I have. I used to be so much more rigid with what I would allow myself to eat, and it would really kind of be the same combo of foods every day and every week with very little variation. And now I get different groceries every week at the store. I actually have to write a list sometimes because I'm not just getting the same 12 ingredients for all of my meals that week. And that to me is incredible. I mean, come on, I'm adulting. Sometimes you just need a post-lunch snack. So that's what we're doing here. I think that recording this was actually kind of emotional for me because until I did it, I didn't realize how far I had come. And then watching it back, I saw myself eating so many foods that last year would have been major fear foods for me. And it's cool to see myself just growing as a person and truly making progress, because recovery isn't easy at all. And I think that sometimes it feels like I'm not moving forward, but I'm eating a freaking burger by my own choice.
What would you rate the burgers out of 10?
11.
I'm also getting freaking Ben & Jerry's, and you know what? It still makes me feel guilty to eat Ben & Jerry's, but I do it every single week because I'm challenging myself. So I'm proud of me, and life is good. Life is good when you just keep challenging your fears and living fully. So don't avoid food. Embrace it. Enjoy it. Take it down from the pedestal and see it for what it is, something nice and enjoyable that is an essential part of life, but shouldn't dictate your life, because food isn't the best thing in life. It isn't even close. And that's all for now, folks.